Tempest Night production brought to you by Scrub Muffin Central. Hey guys, this is Tempest, back again, playing Conquest Large, Lockers, Battlefield 4. So this is the week where I want to discuss, team tactics, how we're going to do this, and I'm doing this for people who want to win. You may not be the best gunner, you may not be accurate, you may not have high sensitivity, maybe you're just a casual player. But this is just getting you in the know of what you're doing in Battlefield. And a lot of people are already good at this, but I want everyone to be good across the board so that we'll have more competitive games instead of one-sided games. So it's very important that you spawn in the game. You don't want to be on your bathroom break, especially on lockers. You need to be first. And if you want to be anywhere, it's going to be on the snow side, because the snow side's the only flank that you have in the game. Everything else is pretty much linear. You do have a top side, you have a lower side, but the snow side is snow side, strong side. That's my hashtag. Hashtag snow side, strong side. And this is how you get to all the other flags. It's through the snow. It's not as narrow, and you can take out enemies a lot more efficiently without getting funneled into one area. So here, I'm over here at Echo. I told one guy to disperse at Delta and try to flank them, put a little pressure on them from behind so our guys could get in there. Didn't look like anything happened over there, but we're taking the flag, and I got myself set up in a position that's looking at the snow side. Everyone in my squad is in the party. We're talking to each other. One guy's watching, big stairs towards their deployment. One guy's watching the stairway that I keep looking to my right just in case. And as you can see, we're being very effective at capping this flag. If you can even cap the flag just for a couple seconds, then you can get your entire team spawned over there. So as opposed to clan tactics, you can set one squad to a specific flag. But when it comes to a pub match, you just have to be the every squad. And you have to pay attention to what the other squads are doing so that you can coordinate yourself, your squad, to be effective and, cap all the flags and push back the enemy. So I heard that guy walking around to my right. If you have a good headset, that also helps. Even if you have a TV stereo, you'll hear it on the right side. So we keep on spawning in, we hold this flag. My whole purpose in holding this flag was the enemy team, they were better gunners than my team. But because we were able to hold this one flag, we kept a point where our guys could spawn and push back. And by doing that, we can surround them, lay siege onto Charlie, and then take them out. So here, we're trying to gather as much attention and separate the entire team from Charlie. And it looks like we did that, but we still got a lot of things being capped still. So we decided to stay here as it was being capped and continue to hold this position. Because this is going to draw the enemy, especially when they see that a couple of guys are not being effective. They're all going to come over to Echo. So this might seem like the most intuitive thing to do, take their home flag, but sometimes you don't always want to do that. Sometimes they're going to be so set on their home flag because you're going against players who are experienced, who know this kind of stuff. So you'll probably want to go for something like Delta, where you can really nest in and get inside different rooms, get on the top level, lower level. There's a lot more hiding spots just in that area. And then Charlie is very important because that's the middle flag. And once you have that, once you got that grounded in, you'll be able to take everyone out. So for this particular match, we wait until we have everything from Alpha to Charlie on our side. So we have 3 flags, and then we don't have to be at Echo anymore. We're only at Echo so that we can take Charlie. That's our main purpose. As long as you have 3 flags in this game, 3 out of 5 flags, you're doing pretty good in Conquest. And you want to have the majority of the flags when you're fighting. This helps your team mobilize, this helps drain the enemy tickets, and a lot of players don't seem to notice that. So sometimes I'm gonna pull up the big map so you can see everything that's going on. And I want you to pay attention where all the blue guys are. Blueberries, Smurfs, whatever you guys may call them, or just non-squad people. In a lot of pub matches that I get into, the other squads, they just hold a front and it's very one-dimensional. So they won't push forward, they'll just stay in their place. Maybe it's because they're going for kills, maybe it's because they have different motivations for playing the game. But if you're trying to win, you definitely want to be pushing forward. And you can't push forward in these kinds of maps because it's so narrow and you can't flank. Unless there's an exterior, and that's the snow side. So don't be afraid of getting too cold or getting frostbite. There's only frostbite engine. All you have to do is think about what you're doing, right? So here, this is not my normal play style, but I definitely kept my tush warmed up in this spot, and I'm not sure why they couldn't take me out. If I was on the other side, what would you guys have done? Because I would have come in here with like an LVG and popped that explosive. That might have damaged me a little bit and then lay down some fire. But that didn't happen. For our sake, that's more fortunate. This gas line, red gas line to my right, where I just got burned, that's very effective at taking out guys who are on this side. So I was trying to revive that guy, I knew about it, and pretty much ignored it. It wasn't very smart, but went back into my spot, and they're capping Alpha right now, so we know we can't get back, and we still need Charlie. In other news, we're playing Hardline. I'm waiting for those maps to come out so I can get on Legendary status, and those maps look great. I'm pretty excited with what Visceral and DICE have produced. Two of the maps remind me of Bad Company a lot. The community map for Battlefield 4 looks great. Looks like they're working really hard and trying to, provide for us. We pay for these games and they provide good DLC content. At least lately. And one of the maps reminds me of Operation Whiteout from Bad Company 2. That's the new Precinct 7, I believe. It's called Precinct 7. That's coming out with the Hardline DLC. Snow, it has a little bit of everything. It has like construction and warehouse. It's based in Detroit, so that's gonna be cool. They got another Hollywood setting, along with two other maps, Docks and the other good stuff. They also have some gadgets that are coming out with the gas grenade. I'm pretty excited to see everything and how it plays out. I think I'll be playing more Hardline once it does come out. I still enjoy Battlefield 4. I never took a grenade from the enemy side over here, so that was a fault on their part. And I can hear guys below me right now. I really swear by the AR-160. If you guys haven't tried it, you should give it a chance. Suppressor, potato grip. I use the Cobra personally. A lot of people use the Coyote. I used to use the Coyote, but they kind of messed with the red dot a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel more accurate with the Cobra. I see other people doing a great job with M4 or M416. Anything in the 700 RPM is very well rounded, so I would give it a try. I'll beat the L86. I'm not so sure about that. The horizontal recoil feels awkward. Ooh. So I got knifed. And then the first thing I do, since I have to wait through all this, is check the big map and see where we are. Now that we're, clearing out Alpha, we got some guys in Charlie. I'm trying to cut them off from Bravo by spawning near it and then working back around, checking my surroundings, looking at Alpha, checking from the big map to see if guys are there, and then I'm heading right back because it looks like it's clear. So now we have the Alpha Bravo Charlie.
We now control objective Alpha.
And we're in good condition right now. So here we just have to hold the line. You don't really have to push too hard. 3 flags are fine. And if you want to push, that's fine. You want to keep some pressure on them, but you don't want to lose your entire front. You don't want to lose the front. You lose the front, they start flanking, they get underground, overground, in the snow. And here I'm trying to cover snow because if there's any good players, you're going to see them in the snow. And there's one guy right there. He knows what's going on. I turned right because I saw guys up at Charlie. I wanted to flank them. I thought I had coordinated with another guy that he would turn left, I would turn right. Didn't happen. It's okay. So then we're definitely going to try to clear snow side again. Clear that out. And make sure that's all clean. So a lot of people have done videos like Battlefield Friends to make sure you revive your guy. Here I just want to emphasize that if you're going to revive someone, try your very best to put them at 100% because that's going to give them the best chance at survival. And especially if your team's not that good, you're going to want them to take as many shots as they possibly can.
Objective Delta has just been neutralized.
Your mini-map's your most important asset in the game, and I guess you could say choice of gun as well. So now we got 4 flags. And if I was on the other side, what do you guys think I would do? I would take snow side. Got some control freaks today. Got the Vortex, I've been trying that out. I've never had stuff like this before, and I just kind of kept it vanilla with everything. So right here, as you can see, if we had all these flags, and the enemy is flanking snow side right now, then we need to backtrack, right? We don't want to spawn on Delta. We want to get ahead of them and cut them off. So here, I spawned on Charlie. I'm ready to cut them off. They're going to be coming up in just a sec. And that's because I'm looking at the map. You always want to pay attention to the map. You want to learn how to open up that big map. You hold options for the PS4. And you do R1, right? And then for the Xbox, you would use the right bumper.
Spotted.
So if I was on their side, I would have gone further left and try to get an angle because it's very hard to shoot. They can pretty much head glitch from that position, even though they did patch head glitching, but they can just peek slightly over and gun you down. However, they didn't do that, and I had 2 grenades, so we don't know what would have happened. As you can see the enemy tickets draining, and we have Snowside completely covered. It doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get past. In this case, I would start using smoke, flashbangs, flares. At this evolution of Battlefield 4, you really want to roll with a squad because everybody knows this game inside out. They know this map in particular because it's probably the most played map in the entire series, maybe, I don't know. Metro is also up there. But I do prefer this map because it has more variation. There's more possibilities. Metro is very one-sided. There's about 4 entrances, and you really need smoke in that. So, if you saw over there, I had the defibs charged. It does take longer. You're more prone to get killed easily. But also there's the timer, so you might not always be able to give them the 100. And if you feel it's safe, go ahead, you know, give them them as much as you can, even to 20, if time's running out, like that. Walking in here from the snow is very dangerous. You have a vision impairment walking in there, and it can be difficult, so I would throw a grenade. I think I did throw one earlier, but it didn't have any effect. They weren't there at that moment. The other way to flank would be this far left side for the enemy. Once they get down those stairs, it's a straight shot to Charlie. And the stairs are to my left, further down. So you really want to understand your maps. You want to become very familiar with them. So playing these 24/7 lockers can really help you adjust to it. But it's also going to be a lot more competitive too. So some better server rotations would be like locker every third, so you don't pick up on the extreme tryhards in this area. But whatever floats your boat. This was a complete mistake spawning at Charlie. I didn't mean to spawn at Charlie, but just in case anything had happened, I would have been there. I wouldn't have advised to do this in any way.
I can see it.
So here they're using smoke, a little bit of smoke. We got flares being thrown down for our side. A lot of people are using night vision scopes in the regular maps, but not so much in these new night operations. I did try the night map. Sabat looks great, and I was pretty happy until I saw a lot of people running RDSs. And I was wondering how are they doing this in such a dark environment? And lo and behold, you know, you can change brightness on your TV setting and then you can use anything. But if you increase it, it does have some fog, not very effective, but it's great. I can't wait to play some more. If I get to see you guys on Hardline, that's great. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. Tempest.